Hello, my name is Tamela Friesen. I'm running for the Green Party in Regina-Wascana. I was so pleased when I read the first iteration of the Green Party platform. A large portion of it is dedicated to healing the relationship between settler nations and descendants and First Nations and descendants. For too long, we have put our boot on the neck of First Nations neighbors, and the Green Party is committed to not only taking the boot off the neck, but to raising Indigenous communities to their rightful place on this land, which is a place that includes self-government, self-determination, self-sustainability, and a place at the table of a council of governments. So it's First Nations governments and municipalities and provinces and the federal government partnering together to make sure that Canada is one of the best nations on the planet, not just for people living off reserve, but also for people living on reserve. We can do this together. First Nations have the key to the Canadian future. The Green Party wants to honor the federal obligation in the treaties. That's going to improve, in a nutshell, life for Indigenous communities. Practically what that means, we want to move towards implementing all of the recommendations in the TRC, all of the recommendations in missing and murdered Indigenous women and girls, all of the recommendations in the United Nations Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Persons. It's a big job. There's plenty to choose from. So one of my personal things that I would like to put forward as soon as I get to Ottawa is adequate K-12 funding on reserve schools. Right now, a reserve-on school from K-12 has about 1/3 the budget of a school in our neighborhoods right in the city of Regina. And it's no wonder it's a struggle to get good graduation rates. It's not a hard thing to do. It's not a controversial thing to figure out that we need to fund education on reserve. And I'm willing to start with that first, unless my Indigenous neighbors want me to start with something else.